Hello everybody. Today, let's talk about suicidal thoughts. Because I do get it quite a lot, pretty much every day, and I want to tell you all how I cope with it to make sure that you can cope with it as well. Especially during times like these, where lockdown makes us more upset than usual. It'll probably become more prominent that people are getting issues like thinking about suicide. So in this video, let's address this by the 3 methods that I use to, cope with it myself. And that is via my years of experience in coping with it. You can use it to cope with yours as well if you're getting any of it. But before I start this video, I want to address why I want to talk about this topic and how I feel like I can talk about it. I had suicidal attempts when I was younger, when I was year 9. Yes, parents, don't be watching this. I don't want you to see it. When I was year 9, it was really popular back in Hong Kong to have one of these pencil cases where if you click a button, then something will pop up on the pencil case. And one of them is a mercury thermometer. In the science class, I must have learned that mercury is in a thermometer and they are toxic. And if you drink it, you would die. So what I did was to snap that thermometer in half and try to suck the mercury out to make sure that, and you're still seeing me here. Thank God for that. He's just up there giving me that very sunny weather to film today. Manchester University has done a study on suicide rate ever since COVID has started back in March. Last year. Statistics shows that apparently there is an increase in suicides, but the increase isn't significant enough. And maybe that's why it didn't go onto the media or anything. But I still think that it's something that we need to address. So here are my 3 ways on how I deal with it from my years of experience. So you can deal with it too. First, think about people who die in accidents. You might not know any, which is, fine, but you would definitely know when you see the news that there was a car crash today somewhere, or there was a plane crash a few years ago somewhere else, and people are crying, their families are sobbing. That is something that I think about whenever I'm getting those thoughts. People who treasure their life but didn't manage to continue living because of a tragic accident that they involved in. I'm 26 this year and I still managed to survive. And I still managed to, even if I'm not thriving, I'm still healthy and I haven't been involved in any near-death experience. Whoever that is up there has allowed me to become who I am today, to give me this opportunity to not be involved in any of those accidents. Use this opportunity to grow yourself, to help yourself, and to live for the people who didn't manage to continue living. And second, I'm gonna go somewhere else to film this because I know that you're bored and you don't want to see me sitting at the same place. I can't reach that stop button. My legs are actually hurting when I was trying to reach that stop button because I'm stretching myself too much. But I'm going to another place to film now, and hopefully I'll find somewhere quiet where you can still see me. Oh, that looks really cool. I want to actually use it as a swing to play around with it, even though I'm not a kid anymore. Yeah, I know. How sad. Even though I think like a kid. Alright everyone, I've managed to find another place to film this video where I can stand up instead of sitting down, which is even better, giving me a bit more energy into talking about a topic that is quite tabooed and, not very discussed often. So I'll remind you just what I said about my first point, which was to live for the people that didn't manage to live. Okay, that's point 1 done. Point 2, think about anything that has got you to this point right now in life. So what I mean by that is that think about your parents, think about Mother Nature, think about McDonald's or KFC, which one that you ever like. Think about all the water, all the food, and all the oxygens that Mother Nature gave you to drink, to breathe, to eat. In order for you to get to this point where you can think independently, see independently, know that behind me there's trees and grass around, and know that what the color green is, and you understand what I said by green. Know that this is a spatula that I can hit myself in. Know that this is a hat that I'm wearing. You've lived until this point where you managed to understand the world around you and you managed to understand English. Going onto YouTube, looking at this video right now to know that you should not die. Then live. If you don't have a purpose in life yet, which might be leading to your suicidal thoughts, then give back to those people. Make it your priority, make it your purpose to give it back to your parents, your society, your community, whoever that has raised you up to make you become who you are today. make it your purpose to give it back to them, so that you will have something to go for in your life. And with something to go for, you'll be less likely to be annoyed by those suicidal thoughts. So with this third method, in order for it to work, we need to establish two things here. And first is that living is suffering. And what I mean by that is, I don't mean you're always suffering. I am quite happy doing this YouTube video right now, but I suffer a lot of the times, which you guys don't see on camera. But that doesn't mean that I'm not a happy person either. Life is pretty much about suffering, but you need to learn how to become optimistic about your suffering so that you will be happy about it. And the second thing we need to establish here is that dying is the easiest option to end the suffering. So in my second year university, I started getting all these suicidal thoughts. I like to now think about those thoughts as a separate person. In this video, I'll call him John, but I think of John as one of my haters. John is like one of those people who would go on the street passing by and say "Ching Chong Chong" or "Ni Hao Ma." So this third point on how I deal with suicidal thoughts. You need years and years of training on your brain, on learning to do the harder things in life, which I've mentioned about it as a habit in my other video, which you can check out up at either corner. I don't know which side. YouTube is quite weird. Think about it. When we were a kid or a child, we learned to walk, we learned to talk, and we put effort into those things in order for us to be able to do them. You can use that as part of your drive to learn to do the harder things in life. And when I mean harder things, I don't mean like, hey, go for a jog right now, or go to the gym. No, I don't mean those. Hard things are objective, and it's up to you how you define it. If you find getting out of bed really hard, then make it your objective to get out of bed, which is the harder thing to do. If you find brushing your teeth really hard, then go out and brush your teeth. And once you start building up this habit of doing the hard things in life, for the instance with me, John would come back to me and tell me that you should go die, you should go to hell. John is asking me to do one of the easiest things, and I don't want to be that coward who chooses the easiest option, because there is a harder option there, and I want to go for it. And once you learn that fact, and using all these three methods, you can pull yourself from point A to point B, where you felt like your suicidal thoughts was annoying you so much that it paralyzes you, to point B, where those thoughts are just annoyances, but you can still function with it. So these are the three methods I help myself out whenever I am getting all those suicidal thoughts. And there is another one that I really use quite a lot, because it's a behavioral change that you can do straight away if you're getting all those thoughts right now, which is to stop listening to sad music. And I do mean it. Listen to funky playlists, that's what I do, or electronic music playlists. Even though I don't really like any of those musics, I still listen to them because it helps. Stop listening to them, it's gonna help you, because it helped me too. I hope these tips is gonna help you all in finding your way out from your inner voice situation. I don't want you to die. And if you die, you will never know what's gonna happen next in your life. Like me, I thought I was going to die in my third year university. And if I died, I would have never known that I'll be on YouTube making this video right now, telling you that you shouldn't die. Thank you for watching, and share this video out to your social. Let other people know that they're not alone, because people with suicidal thoughts, they're not going to tell you about it. And if you're getting it, you're very likely that you're keeping it to yourself. Let other people know about this video so that they get to, well, see it and be able to learn how to cope with it. And if John is bothering you so much that you feel like you're on the brink of collapse, then call Samaritan or find professional help. Leave down in the comments below if you have any experiences with it, so that other people will know that they are not alone, because that's how we break taboos in mental health, and also to, well, help anyone else who needs help. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you, hopefully, in the next one. Please subscribe. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you liked the video that you've just finished watching, then you might like this one as well. Or subscribe to me. It's free, and hopefully it will help you a little bit with your mental health too.